Welcome back. It's a will it start video. Is it this? No, I wish it was. As you can see, actually the snow is melting, which is kind of good. In the shop, I finally got around to getting my Salamander working, which is my kerosene heater. I wish I was getting this going, but I don't know if I'm gonna get to it this year. I would like to, but I gotta put a bed on it and all that stuff. Anyway, we're gonna go in here, and after about, I'd say at least 10 years, it's gotta be 12 years. I just got a screw in my arm, but that's okay. We are gonna get my Salamander running. Now I've already done some prep work, okay? This is the parts one. A friend of mine gave me this. This is the parts one. I seem to be growing. I don't know. The older you get, you seem to shrink, but not me. I seem to be getting taller. Anyway, yeah, this is the parts one. This is called the Buddy Pro, I think. Yeah, like Buddy the Elf. And I think I got this at TSC like 15 years ago. It was a long time ago. Mr. Heater, that's who it's made by, Mr. Heater. And anyway, this one here is a parts one. I was at my buddy's house probably, I don't know, 3 years ago. And I said, hey, I have a heater just like that. He goes, it doesn't work. He goes, somebody gave it to me and they were throwing it out. He goes, you want it? I said, yeah, I need one for parts because my motor is shot. This part here. So what I did was I swapped them. I swapped them out because my motor was seized up. And on this one, his igniter wasn't working. The cap was missing and, you know, it was just in rough shape. So now I have like a parts one. I'll probably just end up chucking the rest. But anyway, here's mine. So I went ahead and cleaned it. My igniter is working. Beep, beep. And pretty much all I gotta do is fill now this up with some kerosene. I got my kerosene. And I haven't been outside in this weather because it's been, I'm not gonna say abnormally cold because this is New York State and it's supposed to be cold. It's just that the past, I would say 5 years, it just hasn't been really cold. It's just this year, it's just normal. It's just been cold and this is the way New York State is supposed to be, cold. So anyway, I haven't been out here doing what I should be doing and doing projects. I've been kind of inside being lazy and not doing projects. So this is gonna get me outside doing stuff and giving me migraine headaches breathing this kerosene exhaust in. But anyway, without further ado, let's get, oh, this cap's got a crack in it. So I gotta be careful of that, not to over tighten it, yeah. But anyway, let's get some kerosene in it. Pretty much I'm ready to fire this thing up. The thing that, sprays, it's basically like an injector for a car. Hopefully that'll spray and it'll start to work. So what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna leave the shroud off. I'm not gonna put it on. Oh, I know what I'm gonna do. I'm gonna spray some WD-40 inside the motor. What do I got to lose? Just to make sure that it is like, that feels kind of tight. Did I swap the motors out? Maybe I didn't. This one doesn't feel tight at all. Maybe I didn't swap the motors. I'm gonna spray some WD-40 in it. Let's do that. I'm gonna do that and then let's get this thing fired up. Okay, I tried it and yeah, the motor is seizing up. I didn't swap the motors out. I might have to. And there's like a notchy spot in this motor. If I can get it to right there, boom, there's a notchy spot. If I can get it to stop doing that, I might have to swap it out though. It's working. With like the little bit of kerosene that's left in there, if I can, I don't know, maybe I'll spray PB Blaster in there. Let's see what happens. Let's try it again. Watch this. Oh, it worked that time. Right there's the notch. Right there, watch, it won't start. See that? Oh. If I back it off, it will. PB Blaster. Now, normally I would say don't do this, but I don't care because I got an extra motor, but also I also don't care because otherwise I would just throw this thing out and get a new one. But I can't afford to right now. And what do you got to lose, right? Nothing. So. Notice how I have it aiming right at the wooden wall. I mean, this is exactly the stuff you want to do. Now, notice the smoke. This is what you want to see. This is perfect. Oh, by the way, I don't have, this is like kerosene from like 12 years ago. There's barely any in it. I'm surprised it's even igniting it, but this is great. This is good stuff. This means that the little pulsating injector thing is working, and the more I let that PB Blast and WD-40 sit in there, the more that that I will eventually I'll be. Hey, I'm back. What I was saying was the more that I will be able to I don't even remember what I was saying. But I was saying that this is going well, and I'm just gonna let that PB Blast kind of sit there. I think what I'm gonna do is get that out here and try it, but I'm gonna put some more kerosene in it and just let it run and just blast it out here. Let the motor lube up and run because it hasn't been run in like 10 to 12 years. So that's what I'm gonna do. Let's put some more kerosene in it. But I'm gonna get it down off the bench, aiming at the wooden wall, and it seems to have vacated a little bit more, so I can come in here and breathe. But this is going well, and then I'll be able to get out here and start doing more work again. Because, by the way, Equinox, I don't know if I told you guys, but this is now two-wheel drive. Drive shaft broke out of it. Check this out. Where is it?
Down here somewhere. Where is the drive shaft? Where can you be? I know where it is.
Anyway, take my word for it. Equinox is now two-wheel drive. The where the carrier bearing is, the center U-joint is non-serviceable, so you have to buy a whole new drive shaft. I have it. Got bad wheel bearings in the back. That needs to be done. More welding needs to be done on this. We got problems here on the Carburetors and Coffee Ranch. So anyways, all right, let's get back to this. You don't need to hear all these problems. Let's go. Okay, well, I'm ready to fire this bad boy up. You guys ready? Here we go. Awesome, success. Well, I'm quite pleased with that. I'm happy. I do have to say though, even with the garage door open and that thing pointing that way, I'm feeling pretty lightheaded, lethargic, and it's not a good thing. Anybody that suffers from like migraines and stuff, that's quite the trigger. But the good thing about this garage is it's not really like tight, like it's like drafty and stuff, so that's good. And it's gonna be some heat. I could at least like open up the door and vent it and stuff like that. I also got this other heater. This is like a supplement heater, but this helps. So I can at least get back out here, do what I need to do. I gotta get that Equinox done. And but right now I gotta let this thing cool down. Get the little foam air breather filter back in it. This thing right here. Gotta get the top shroud back on. I'm gonna keep that other parts one kicking around because you never know if that motor's gonna seize up again. But right now I think if I, keep it lubed up and run it every once in a while, it should be good. Oh, I know what I did. I changed out the pressure gauge right here. This one's missing. I put that one off of here on this one right here because I thought the face on that was glass and it wasn't. And I was cleaning this all up and I hit it with brake clean. Oh yeah. Yeah, brake clean will eat the face of that, so you couldn't, it was all hazy and stuff, so that also served as a great parts piece. So I swapped that over, and yeah, I'm happy. I've been really like worried about having heat in here this year, and I have not wanted to come out and do any videos and stuff like that. I do have some like in the can that I've had for like summer stuff, but I got to get out here and do other stuff. I got a 4-wheeler I got to finish. I got that. I got lots of stuff I got to do. So, all right, I'm gonna let this cool down and finish it. Okay, it's all cooled down, and now it is time to get this little mess here, magnetized mess of screws, put back together. Let's get it done. it's all back together. And you know what? I'm gonna try to fire it up real quick. I think I remember what was going on with this thing. Remember how the motor kind of seizes up a little bit? I would have to take like a long rod screwdriver and kickstart that motor with the fan like in there. Not a big deal, but oh, I know what I forgot. I forgot to put this little sponge. There's an intake right here for the motor. That's got to go in right here. So I'll put that in, but I'm gonna try to fire it up one more time. I did put some lithium grease into the motor. So, you know, good, bad, whatever, doesn't matter. I'm gonna go ahead and fire this up again. Hopefully it kickstarts on. If it doesn't, I'm just gonna go ahead and keep cocking the fan motor back so it gets like a kickstart and then it'll be fine. And that's what I'll do from now on. So one more time and then I'm done. So thanks for sticking around on this episode. I know it's a little bit different, but that's what you get here. Carburetors and coffee. Let's give it one more shot.